SANDAG's newest report found that in 2021, violent crime in San Diego County jumped up 8%, and property crime went up 9%. Cynthia Burke is the senior director of data and science with SANDAG. She analyzed the numbers and said that overall, San Diego County still has one of the lowest crime rates when compared to other areas.
I think what we saw in 2020 was just really something that I hadn't seen since I've been doing this. Again, we go back to 1980. Historically, we're still at 42-year lows roughly, but we saw big jumps. One of the biggest one-year jumps that I've seen back from 2020 to 2021, both in violent crimes and property crimes.
Homicides were up 3%, rape was up 11%, and aggravated assault was up 12%. She says the pandemic gave them an opportunity to see what influences crime.
So I think that really just looking at opportunity to commit crime, people are back out. So we saw that with the violent crime.
Burke says the pandemic doesn't account for all of the increase in violent crime.
When you delve into some of the statistics, some of the changes that we saw were aggravated assaults are over the past 5 years or so are increasing on a more larger trend. And I would say the same for larcenies and motor vehicle theft.
Sergeant Jared Wilson, the San Diego Police Officers Union president, says the crime rate in the city is even higher.
We were up 10% in violent crime and up around 13% in property crime. So our numbers in the city of San Diego are higher than the region in general and probably dragging the region up.
He says that guns, many of them illegal, are a big factor.
The amount of guns we're seeing on the street is really unprecedented for this current generation of officers.
He says the study's finding that most of the homicides were a result of an argument is a real concern, especially since their response times are up dramatically.
How many of these arguments are just escalating to the point where a simple law enforcement intervention without an arrest, with just a de-escalation tactic, could have worked, and we're not making it to those calls in time.
Both agree the study is a good tool and, if used properly, can help create safer communities.
Even saying that we have fewer homicides now than we did in the late 1980s or 1990s, early 1990s, that one homicide is one homicide too many. So again, how can we work together to make San Diego a safe place for everybody equitably? How do we engage in those challenging conversations?
If we don't act on the data and we don't get back to community policing and preventing some of these crimes before they happen, the numbers are just going to continue to grow. And a double-digit increase in crime should be concerning for everyone.
Kitty Alvarado, KPBS News.